The internet is in absolute chaos right now because what started as a sisterhood built on power, music, and unity has reportedly exploded into betrayal, lies, and a shocking twist that nobody saw coming. Yes, you heard that right. Rumors are swirling that Glorilla just stabbed Megan Thee Stallion in the back after a wild fallout that's left fans speechless. The industry divided, and insiders leaking details that are straight out of a reality TV nightmare. It all began with what seemed like a small disagreement, but insiders say it spiraled into screaming matches, secret DMs, and a final betrayal that's got everyone asking, what really went down between two of rap's hottest queens? Was it jealousy? A shady business deal? Or something even deeper? A personal grudge that's been simmering for months behind those award show smiles? Witnesses claim there were tears, threats, and even unfollows that set the internet on fire. And now social media is split right down the middle, Team Megan versus Team Glorilla, with fans digging up old interviews, cryptic tweets, and deleted posts that might finally reveal the truth behind this meltdown. Stay tuned, because what you're about to hear will make every other celebrity feud look like child's play. It all started with what seemed like a normal night out in Los Angeles, the kind of night where cameras flash like fireworks and every move is caught on video before the clock even strikes midnight. Megan and Glorilla had been inseparable for months. They were the dynamic duo everyone wanted to see. The girls who brought raw energy to the stage, laughed through interviews, and made fans believe in real friendship again. They shared everything from studio sessions to late-night food runs. But behind those smiles, cracks had already begun to show. People close to the two say the tension started during the recording of their last collab, a track that was supposed to cement their place as hip-hop's unstoppable female force. Megan, always known for her perfectionism, reportedly kept asking for retakes. Glorilla, on the other hand, wanted the track to sound raw, unfiltered, just how her fans loved it. One insider claimed Megan had told the producers, "It needs polish," while Glorilla snapped back with, "Nah, it needs soul." That was the first real argument, the one that turned studio magic into silent resentment. Still, both pushed through. They finished the song, shot a music video dripping in confidence and gold lighting, and even performed together at a major award show. Fans went wild. Everyone thought the sisterhood was stronger than ever. But what they didn't see were the side glances backstage, the whispered comments between stylists, the little digs that felt harmless in the moment but slowly carved deep wounds. A source close to the situation said that after one after-party, Megan noticed Glorilla getting unusually close to one of her longtime producers, someone she had trusted since day one. The chemistry between Glorilla and the producer didn't sit right with her. Megan didn't say anything that night, the source revealed, but she started keeping her distance. She felt like something was off. Meanwhile, Glorilla was feeling her own kind of pressure. She'd been working hard to prove she wasn't just a sidekick in Megan's world. Though fans adored her fun energy and authentic personality, industry whispers began painting her as Megan's little sister, a title that reportedly drove her crazy. She loves Megan, a friend said, but she also wants her own shine. She doesn't want to live in anyone's shadow. Things hit a boiling point one weekend in Atlanta. Both women had been booked for a massive festival, and they were supposed to surprise the crowd with a joint performance. According to witnesses, Glorilla arrived first, smiling, laughing, hugging fans. Megan showed up later, visibly distant. People say she barely spoke to Glorilla backstage, and when she did, it was short, cold, almost rehearsed. "What's the deal with you tonight?" Glorilla reportedly asked her, frustration creeping into her tone. "Nothing," Megan replied, not even looking up from her phone. "Don't nothing me," Glorilla snapped. "You've been acting weird for weeks." That's when Megan finally looked at her, her voice steady but sharp. "You tell me, Glo. You've been getting real friendly with people who used to be in my corner." The room went quiet. Someone's assistant tried to change the subject, but it was too late. Glorilla's face dropped. "You think I'm out here doing you dirty?" she asked. "I think you're out here doing a lot of things," Megan said, before walking away. The performance that night was flawless on stage, but everyone backstage could feel the ice. They hit their marks, smiled for the crowd, and gave the illusion of unity. But when the lights went out, they went separate ways. That was the night the friendship officially cracked. Over the next few weeks, fans began noticing subtle things online. Glorilla stopped liking Megan's posts. Megan unfollowed Glorilla quietly, without warning. Then came the cryptic tweets. Glorilla posting, "Some people only reel when the camera's on," followed by a broken heart emoji. Megan posted a few days later, "Loyalty ain't a trend. Neither mentioned names, but everyone connected the dots. Social media lit up like a firestorm. People started taking sides. Memes flooded timelines. One viral post said, "This friendship fell apart faster than my last relationship," while another joked, "I'm just waiting for the diss tracks." Fans analyzed everything: outfits, lyrics, interviews, like detectives in a celebrity crime scene. But what happened next pushed things from rumor to full-blown scandal. Megan had an exclusive interview with a popular hip-hop magazine. When the interviewer asked about her relationship with Glorilla, she hesitated before saying, "Sometimes you think people are riding with you for the long run, until they switch up." That single line exploded online. Blogs twisted it, headlines screamed betrayal, and Glorilla's camp went silent. Then, just days later, Glorilla went live on Instagram. Her eyes were red, her voice shaking. "I don't know why people trying to make me the villain," she said. "I loved that girl like a sister. But y'all ain't gonna keep putting dirt on my name like I did something foul." Fans flooded the comments, half defending her, half accusing her of guilt. "Glo, did you steal her man?" One comment read. Another said, "Tell us what really happened." Glorilla stayed calm at first, but then muttered, "If I really said what happened, it would break the internet." The live ended abruptly after that. Behind the scenes, insiders said Megan felt blindsided by that live stream. She thought they were keeping things private, one insider claimed. Seeing Glo talk about it like that felt like a slap in the face. From there, everything snowballed. Brand collaborations they'd been planning together were suddenly canceled. Mutual friends had to pick sides. One of Megan's stylists even left her team to work with Glorilla, sparking even more rumors. One particularly juicy story came from a source who attended a private party in Miami. Apparently, both women were invited, but didn't know the other would be there. The source said when Megan walked in, the energy shifted. People stopped talking. Glorilla, sitting at a corner table, just stared. Megan reportedly gave her a small nod, the kind of fake politeness that comes before a storm. "What's up?" Megan said flatly. "What's up?" Glorilla repeated, tilting her head. "You the one acting brand new." A few mutuals tried to step in, saying, "Not tonight, y'all, not here." But Glorilla was already standing up. "You been out here calling me fake, talking slick in interviews, and you think I ain't gonna say nothing?" Megan's expression didn't change. "If the shoe fits, Glo." "Nah," Glorilla shot back. "You just mad you ain't the only one shining anymore." The tension was so thick, the DJ reportedly cut the music for a second, sensing what was about to happen. Thankfully, friends pulled them apart before it could escalate, but the damage was done. Whispers spread across the party, phones started recording, and within hours, short clips hit social media with captions like, "Megan and Glo beefing in real life now?" That night became the point of no return. Every interview, every post afterward seemed to carry an undercurrent of shade. Fans tried to hold on to hope that they'd reconcile, but insiders said both felt too betrayed to even speak directly anymore. And then came the biggest twist of all, the one that turned a personal fallout into full-blown public chaos. One of Megan's close friends leaked screenshots of messages allegedly between Glorilla and the very same producer Megan had been suspicious about. The messages were flirty, playful, even a little suggestive. While nothing confirmed anything romantic, the tone alone was enough to light social media on fire. Glorilla immediately denied it, calling the screenshots fake. But for fans, the damage was done. Hashtags started trending again, Betrayalgate and Backstabbed by Glo. People began digging through old interviews, pointing out every time Megan had looked uncomfortable next to her. Others accused Megan of overreacting, saying she was threatened by Glorilla's rising fame. The fallout was officially public now, and both women had reached a point of no return. But as the tension grew, what neither of them realized was that someone very close to both was about to make the situation 10 times worse. And that's exactly where things started to spiral out of control. That someone was Jazzy, Megan's longtime childhood friend and personal assistant, the one who'd been by her side through every scandal, every heartbreak, every victory. Jazzy had seen it all, and everyone in the industry knew she was fiercely loyal to Megan. But loyalty can twist when emotions get messy, and Jazzy was about to do something that would throw gasoline on an already blazing fire. It started with a simple post. Jazzy uploaded a series of Instagram stories showing old behind-the-scenes clips from Megan and Glorilla's early friendship days, them laughing in the studio, dancing backstage, hyping each other up. It seemed innocent enough at first, like a nostalgic remember when moment. But in the middle of the story, She added a single caption over one video. Funny how some people pretend to be real till they get what they want. That one line set everything off again. Glorilla saw it almost instantly. Within an hour, she posted a black screen with the words, "Don't play with me. Y'all know I keep receipts?" She didn't tag anyone, but everybody knew who it was aimed at. Then, just when fans thought things couldn't get any more explosive, a private voice note leaked online. Someone had recorded Megan during what sounded like a late-night phone call. Her voice was tired but sharp, and she was saying, "I can't believe I ever trusted her. She used me for clout and then tried to snake my team. I should have seen it coming." No one knew who leaked it, but within hours, the clip was everywhere. Fans were stunned. Glorilla went live again, visibly furious. "So now I'm a snake? That's what we doing?" she said, pacing back and forth. "I ain't never needed to use nobody. I worked my way up and I did it without stepping on anybody." Her voice cracked mid-sentence. "I thought we was sisters, but I guess it was fake love from the jump." People watching the live started commenting things like, "Glow, don't cry, and this is getting too real." But there was one comment that changed everything. One from Jazzy herself saying, "Stop acting innocent." "We all saw what you did," Glorilla froze. The live went silent for a moment. Then she looked straight into the camera and said, "Girl, you better watch your mouth before I really tell everybody what you was doing behind the scenes." That one sentence was like lighting a match in a room full of gas. Blogs immediately started speculating. What did Glorilla mean? What secret was she hinting at? Rumors started spreading that Jazzy had been leaking private info about Megan to gossip pages for months, pretending to be an anonymous source. Others said Glorilla had proof of shady deals between Megan's team and certain brands, deals that allegedly cut her out of profits. No one knew what was true anymore. Megan stayed silent for a few days, but her silence spoke volumes. People close to her said she was furious, not just at Glorilla, but at how public everything had gotten. She felt like her whole life was being dissected online, one friend explained. She didn't want to feed the drama, but at the same time, she was tired of looking like the bad guy. Finally, Megan broke her silence in a series of tweets that shook Twitter to its core. "I stay quiet out of respect," she wrote. "But when people play with my name, I gotta remind y'all who I am. Fake love don't last. Loyalty does." She didn't name Glorilla, but everyone knew exactly who she meant. Glorilla clapped back almost instantly. "Loyalty goes both ways," she tweeted. "Don't forget who had your back when everybody else was against you." Then, as if that wasn't enough, she dropped a 30-second snippet of an unreleased diss track on her Instagram story. The lyrics were savage. "You taught me the game, but I played it better. You showed me love, but that love had pressure. Said you was real, but your crown got dense. You a queen with a castle made of pretense. The internet went wild." The snippet hit 1 million views in under an hour. Fans started speculating about a full-blown diss track war, comparing it to some of the most legendary rap feuds in history. People made reaction videos, remixing the snippet, and even creating fake album covers titled "Backstabbed by Glow." Behind closed doors, though, things weren't as playful. According to sources, Megan's label wasn't happy. They felt the feud was overshadowing her upcoming project. They urged her to issue a statement or take legal action if Glorilla kept using her name in songs. But Megan wasn't ready to move legally. She wanted to handle it her own way. That's when she decided to drop her own track. But instead of dissing Glorilla directly, she aimed for a different approach. Subliminal shade, the kind that cuts deep without naming names. The song dropped at midnight. It was called Mirrors, and the lyrics were hauntingly poetic. "Used to call you my sister, now you just a stranger with a playlist. I see your reflection, but the truth don't show in the glass." Fans immediately picked up on the meaning. Twitter trended with "Mirrors Challenge" and "Team Egan." Interviews started popping up everywhere. Producers, dancers, even stylists trying to weigh in on who was right and who was wrong. One stylist who'd worked with both said, "They both hurt each other. It ain't one-sided, but the public only sees what's online." As if things weren't dramatic enough, a few days later, Glorilla posted a picture with none other than Tory Lanez's old producer, the same person who'd worked with Megan years ago before their fallout. The caption was short but explosive. "Working with real ones only." That picture broke the internet. Fans flooded the comments with fire emojis, accusations, and heartbreak. "Oh, she messy," one user wrote. Another said, "Glow really trying to push her buttons now." The industry started whispering again. Was Glorilla doing this on purpose? Or was she just trying to prove she didn't need Megan anymore? Inside sources said Megan felt completely betrayed. One insider revealed that she called Glorilla privately after seeing the post, and the conversation didn't go well. Megan allegedly started with, "So this what we doing now? Teaming up with people who tried to ruin me?" Glorilla's tone was cold. "I'm just making music. If you feel some type of way, that's on you." "Nah," Megan said quietly. "It's about respect, and you lost that a long time ago." The call reportedly ended with Glorilla hanging up. After that, both women stopped pretending to be civil. Megan unfollowed everyone connected to Glorilla. Glorilla's team began pushing her solo projects harder than ever, with cryptic promo lines like "no more fake friends" and the "real ones shine alone." Fans noticed the pattern immediately. Then came another shocking twist. Someone leaked an unreleased collaboration between the two that had never been intended for the public. The song, titled "Ride or Die," was an emotional anthem about loyalty and friendship. The lyrics were raw and heartfelt, with both artists rapping about sticking together through fame and pressure. Hearing it now, after everything that had happened, made the internet collectively lose its mind. "How did this get out?" Megan tweeted. "This song wasn't meant for release." Glorilla responded hours later with, "Funny how karma works." No one admitted to leaking it, but rumors swirled that it came from someone in Glorilla's camp trying to show the world what their friendship used to be like. Radio stations started playing "Ride or Die" nonstop. Fans flooded social media with emotional posts, saying things like, "This song hits different now," and "How did we go from this to all-out war?" Even celebrities started weighing in. Cardi B tweeted, "Hate to see two queens fight, y'all need to talk it out." But if anyone thought the leak might soften their hearts, they were wrong. Instead, it only seemed to harden them. Glorilla posted a video the next day in the studio saying, "I'm done being the nice one. Next drop gonna make everybody real uncomfortable." And Megan, not to be outdone, posted a cryptic message of her own. "Sometimes the only way to heal is to let the world see what they did to you." Everyone knew. The real battle was just getting started. The morning after those posts, the entire music industry was holding its breath. Fans were waiting for Glorilla's next move. The media was on high alert, and Megan's team was scrambling to control the damage before things spiraled completely out of control. Everyone could feel it. Something big was about to drop. And when it did, it was like an earthquake that shook every corner of social media. Glorilla released her new single titled "Cut Deep." It wasn't just a song, it was a full-blown lyrical assault. The beat was dark, gritty, and filled with the kind of tension that made you lean closer to every word. From the very first line, everyone knew exactly who she was talking about. "You said you was my sister, but you lied to my face. Took the spotlight, then tried to erase our everything we built. Now I see you fake. I was loyal. You was just playing snake." The internet exploded. Fans couldn't believe how direct she was being. People started quoting the lyrics everywhere, saying things like, "She really named the whole situation bar for bar." Within hours, Your Cut Deep was trending #1 on Twitter and TikTok. Reaction videos poured in from fans dissecting every verse, comparing lines to old interviews, and calling it one of the coldest diss tracks of the year. But Megan wasn't one to back down quietly. She didn't respond right away. Instead, she let the tension simmer. And then just 3 days later, she dropped her own track, Cold Blood. It was smooth, calculated, and full of controlled anger. Unlike Glorilla's song, which was explosive and emotional, Megan's track was calm and cutting. "I raised you up, gave you keys to the game. Then you switched sides. Now you cry in the rain. They say loyalty's dead, but I still got my crown. Funny how they fade when the queen's not around." The war was official now. No more subliminals, no more guessing games. Fans picked sides like it was a championship match. Live streams, interviews, podcasts, everyone was talking about it. One popular YouTuber said, "This ain't just rap beef. This is betrayal on wax." Others compared it to legendary rivalries from the past, calling it one of the most dramatic fallouts in recent hip-hop history. But what made the situation even crazier was what happened next. Glorilla's cousin, a known figure in Memphis's music scene, went live claiming that Glorilla wasn't the one who started the feud. that Megan had been jealous of her success all along. He said, "When Glow started getting booked for her own festivals, Megan switched up. She ain't want to share the spotlight. That's the truth they don't want to tell." Megan's camp immediately denied it, calling the claim laughable and completely false. But the damage was already done. Fans began rewatching old interviews where Megan had hesitated when asked about Glorilla's rise, turning every pause into proof. One clip from a red carpet event resurfaced where a reporter said, "How do you feel about Glorilla being called the next big thing?" And Megan had simply smiled and said, "Everybody's got their moment." At the time, it seemed supportive. Now, fans said it sounded shady. Then, as if the universe couldn't handle any more tension, a private text conversation between Glorilla and a close friend leaked online. In the messages, Glorilla appeared to be venting about how Megan acts like she invented female rap and takes credit for everything. The texts spread like wildfire, and though Glorilla's team claimed they were edited, screenshots kept circulating. The emotional fallout started to take a toll. Glorilla, who had always been loud and confident online, went unusually quiet. People close to her said she wasn't sleeping, barely eating, and had been crying during studio sessions. "She feels betrayed," one insider said, "like she lost a sister, not just a collaborator." Meanwhile, Megan was reportedly channeling her feelings into work. She started spending more time in the gym, the studio, and posting motivational quotes like, "Growth hurts, but peace is priceless." But the world wasn't done stirring the pot. At an awards show just a few weeks later, both women were scheduled to appear, and fans were praying for drama. The energy inside the arena was tense from the moment they walked in. Megan arrived first, wearing a glittering red gown that screamed confidence. Glorilla came shortly after, dressed in sleek black leather, looking bold and unbothered. Every camera in the building zoomed in as they crossed paths on the red carpet. For a brief second, their eyes met. No smiles, no waves, just silence. The crowd gasped. Even the photographers went quiet for a moment. Then, Glorilla smirked and kept walking. That tiny smirk went viral within minutes. People slowed the clip down, zoomed in, and captioned it with things like, "That's the look of revenge," and "the calm before the storm." Once inside, the producers of the show made sure to seat them far apart, but the cameras kept cutting to them during key moments. When Megan performed her new single, Cold Blood, fans swore they saw Glorilla roll her eyes. When Glorilla later took the stage to accept an award, she said, "This one's for everybody who got counted out by fake friends." The crowd gasped again. Social media went insane. People said the show felt more like a live battle than an award ceremony. Hashtags like Bass or Meg's Glow and Wine Feud of the Year started trending again. Behind the scenes, however, there were whispers that both women were being pushed by their teams to keep the feud alive for publicity. One insider claimed, "It's messy, but it's making money. Every stream, every headline, every tweet, it's all engagement." But others said the pain was real, not manufactured. The next day, footage leaked from the award show's after-party. It showed Glorilla and Megan in the same VIP section, at first on opposite ends, pretending the other didn't exist. But as the night went on and the drinks kept flowing, that distance started shrinking. Eyewitnesses said Glorilla approached Megan, maybe trying to clear the air, maybe ready to finish what they'd started months ago. The crowd went quiet again as Glorilla reportedly said, "I ain't got no hate for you, Meg, but you know you did me dirty." Megan's response was calm, but cold. "I didn't do nothing but show you love. You flipped when it wasn't all about you." "Nah," Glorilla said, shaking her head. "You flipped when you realized I didn't need you no more." According to witnesses, that's when voices started rising. Friends tried to step in, but the energy had shifted. The argument went from quiet and emotional to explosive in seconds. Some people said glasses were thrown. Others said security stepped in before anything physical happened. Nobody knew the full story, but the next morning, every gossip blog in America was reporting Megan and Glorilla almost come to blows at after-party. The fallout from that night was brutal. Sponsors started pulling back from collaborations. A luxury brand that had both women in an upcoming campaign quietly deleted their promotional posts. Fans began to realize this wasn't entertainment anymore. This was personal. Over the next week, both artists disappeared from social media completely. Their accounts went silent. People started to worry that something serious had happened. Then, without warning, Glorilla returned with a cryptic video. Her sitting alone in a dark room, looking exhausted. "They want us to hate each other," she said softly. "They love when we fight. They love when Black women tear each other down." She paused, eyes glistening. "But I ain't playing that game no more." It was raw, emotional, unexpected. The internet didn't know how to react. Some fans said she was trying to play victim. Others said it was the most genuine thing they'd seen from her in months. Then, hours later, Megan posted a video of her own. It wasn't as emotional. It was more reflective. She said, "I wish her the best, I really do. But sometimes, when people show you who they are, you gotta believe them." Those two videos dropped like a pair of grenades, quiet but powerful. People started wondering if maybe, just maybe, the feud was finally cooling down. But deep down, everyone knew this story wasn't over. Because while both women had spoken publicly, there was one last person. The one who started leaking information, who still hadn't said a word. And when that person finally did, it would change everything all over again. And just when everyone thought the storm had finally passed, the internet started buzzing again with whispers that new leaks might be on the way. Unseen footage, unreleased tracks, and private texts that could expose what really went down between Glorilla and Megan. Some say it's a final attempt to set the record straight. Others think it's just the calm before another wave of chaos. Whatever it is, one thing's for sure. This story is far from over. Because in a world where fame meets betrayal, nothing stays buried for long. Fans are still divided. Some are pleading for forgiveness, hoping the two queens will one day reunite and make music again. Others say the damage is done, that too many words have been said, too many wounds reopened. The music industry itself feels shaken. Insiders are calling it one of the most intense feuds of the decade, and even artists who've stayed silent are quietly picking sides. Will there ever be peace between them? Or will this become the next legendary rivalry that fans will talk about for years to come? But now it's your turn to weigh in. Do you think Glorilla went too far, or was Megan the one who crossed the line first? Was this just a misunderstanding gone wild, or something much deeper than anyone realized? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I want to hear what you think really happened behind closed doors. And if you've been following this roller coaster from the beginning, make sure you hit that like button, because this story has had more twists than a reality show finale. Subscribe for more wild celebrity drama, because trust me, in this world of glitter, gossip, and grudges, the truth is always stranger than fiction. Stay tuned, stay curious, and keep your notifications on, because the next chapter in this saga might just break the internet.